The Crow has failed to fly. So stick around.
You're afraid of dying.
How do you know? You've never tried it before.
All right, before I jump into this, I just want to say this is not my opinion. This is not a statement as to the quality of this movie. These are just the numbers and the facts. So, we're talking about 2024's The Crow, starring Bill Skarsgård, FKA Twigs, Danny Houston. This movie has been in theaters for 3 weeks. Today actually marks the third week that it's been in theaters. The movie had a production budget of $50 million. Now, that is just to make the film. If you don't know, there's an additional budget for advertising and marketing, and that's roughly the same as a production budget. So with a $50 million production budget, you're looking at probably around a $50 million advertising and marketing budget. That's what gets the trailers out there. It's what gets the posters. It's what gets all those things made and shown to pull people into the theater. So overall, we're going to say the movie took about $100 million to get made and in theaters. As of a few moments ago on Box Office Mojo, the current number, $18.2 million is what it's brought in at the box office. That's globally as well after 3 weeks. Y'all, the second week, this movie got beat out by Coraline 3D being re-released. That's a movie that's really old, and it came back to theaters. I do understand that it's a kid's movie, but still. So it's made $18.2 million against a $100 million roughly budget. It gets worse because you got to think about the fact that the $18.2 million, roughly 40% of box office goes to the theaters. I mean, they take a cut from the movie tickets because they're the ones showing the damn movie. So if you take that into account, the movie's only made about $10.9 million. Let's round it up and be nice to say $11 million. The movie's only made $11 million against a $100 million budget. It's a flop. And it's, that's terrible news. It's really terrible for Lionsgate because they had another flop with Borderlands just a few weeks ago. So Lionsgate is really struggling right now, and they're not even one of the bigger studios. They're actually one of the smaller ones. But that's a whole different video. This is specifically about The Crow. I don't think we're getting another Crow movie, at least in theaters, for a while. If at all. Like a direct to streaming, maybe. But as of right now, and I'm going to give it another 2-3 weeks, maybe. But as of today, there's only, at my local AMC, which is where I go, there's only one showing of the film. One showing today, and that's at 2 p.m. on a Thursday afternoon. No one's going to see that. I'm fairly certain the theater's empty. It's not going to get much better. We're just going to continue to earn a little bit of money. 18.2. I wouldn't think it's crazy to say that it gets up to maybe 25 million. But once again, that's 25 million total. 40% of that's getting taken out and going to the theaters. So it might earn 15 million of actual back toward that $100 million budget. I'm thinking this thing loses at least $80 million. It's not good. Yeah, that's what I want to throw out there. As of today, the 5th of September, The Crow has failed to fly. It's a flop. In general, I don't like to see any movie fail. And like I said, this is not a statement about my opinion or the quality of the film. I know people put hard work into it. I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot by calling it The Crow. I believe if they had done something, changed the story just minimally to get rid of that imagery and that name, this movie would have done much, much better. But there we are. As of right now, it's standing at a loss of about $90 or $89 million. What do y'all think? Have you seen The Crow in theaters? Are you waiting for streaming? Are you going to watch it at all? Let me know down in the comments. With that, I love you all. I will see you next time.
Oh. I hate goodbyes.